Did you know that there were luxury outlet malls? In this video, I'm going to take you through the luxury outlet mall in San Marcos, Texas, and I'm going to let you know whether or not luxury outlet malls are worth it. And welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, I'm Ashley Delmore, and I put out videos on fashion, beauty, and luxury on Tuesdays and Fridays. So if that sounds interesting to you, please go ahead and click subscribe and turn on the bell, and you'll be notified whenever I put out new videos. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about the luxury designer outlets. While many designers like Chanel, Hermes, and Louis Vuitton don't have luxury outlets, there are plenty of other designers that do. Some of my favorites include Salvatore Ferragamo, Prada, Gucci, and Saint Laurent. While outlets are a big part of US culture, and there's an outlet in many different US metropolitan areas, the luxury outlets are few and far between. I'll actually include a list of the luxury outlets in the description box. On this trip to the outlet mall, I actually went to the outlets in San Marcos, Texas, which is between Austin and San Antonio. I've lived in Houston for 9 years, and I've never visited this outlet mall. My first kind of luxury outlet experience actually happened in 2019 in Florence, Italy. And I'll just let you all know that if you love luxury and you are going to Italy, the luxury outlets outside of Florence are a must. I had the best time there, and the stores were great, the deals were great, and one of my favorite experiences there was having cappuccino at the Gucci Cafe. Beautiful, beautiful cafe, but they just had a really great selection, and the price point of these bags was excellent. And I have to feel like the fact that those luxury outlets are so close to the source of where they make a lot of these luxury goods that I really felt like I was getting quality items at a great price. And I still have all of those items, and they're still all in great shape. And I'll insert some pictures from that trip here. Since a trip to Italy is not in the cards for me at this particular moment, going to San Marcos was the next best thing. Here are my tips for visiting a luxury outlet mall. Number 1, plan for your trip. The outlets are always a really popular destination. However, the luxury outlets are some of the most sought after stores in the outlet malls. And these malls are often humongous, so I really recommend that you have an idea of what stores you want to go to and really plan out your day. In this last trip to San Marcos, I only wanted to go to the luxury designer outlets, and we still spent a half a day at the outlet mall. So you just really have to plan for your trip and kind of have a map and understand where the different stores are so you can really plan your day, because it's going to be a long day for you regardless, but it's nice to have a plan. Number 2, go early. So for this trip to San Marcos, I had it all planned out. We were going to check out of our hotel by 8 a.m. I was going to be in line at Gucci at 9 a.m. and I was going to be able to get in and out of the Gucci store and really just have an easy trip to the outlets. I wish I would have stuck to my original plan, because we did not get to the Gucci store until 9:50 a.m. The store opens up at 10 a.m. and the line was already backed up. I waited in line for over an hour before I was able to even enter the Gucci store, and that's without doing any shopping. So learn from my mistake and please get to the outlet malls early. I would recommend sticking to my original plan of getting there at 9 a.m. That way you can be in and out of the Gucci store, because for me, I waited in line for over an hour and it really just zapped my energy and my desire to shop the rest of the mall. Number 3, wear comfortable clothing. Us ladies who love luxury love to look cute. However, at the outlets, I really had to prioritize comfort over looking cute, because, you know, I waited in line at the Gucci store for over an hour and there's a lot of walking involved. I can't imagine if I would have worn different shoes. So for this trip to the outlet mall, I wore a t-shirt dress, a jean jacket, and some sneakers, and that was the best outfit for me because I was able to be on my feet in line for over an hour and walk the mall, and my feet weren't killing me. I can only imagine if I would have chosen different shoes, how I would have felt by the end of that shopping trip. So for that reason, I think it's really important to prioritize being comfortable over your look. Number 4, have a general idea of what you want. If you're going to the luxury outlet malls and you're thinking that you're going to get a very specific item, lower your expectations, because the outlets, their inventory fluctuates over the year and they can't really guarantee that they're going to have the specific piece that you're looking for. So for this trip, I was looking for handbags or belts. I don't really look at luxury shoes a lot because I have a larger foot and that requires me to be really picky about the brands that I buy shoes from. However, there were lots of different options for handbags. I just really had to keep an open mind when I was going into the stores. I really had the idea that, I'm looking for a bag in a neutral color or a color that I can wear with a lot of different things. Not specifically, I want this model of bag and it has to be this size. I wasn't going in with those expectations. So if you're going into the luxury outlet malls, you just have to really keep an open mind because you don't quite know what you're gonna find. And there's often not a way to find out what they have in stores ahead of time. Number 5, understand what you're buying. Many of the bags at the outlets are past season bags or they're bags specifically made for the outlets. For this reason, I like to ask a lot of questions when I'm purchasing an item. I want to know what the item originally retailed for, why it's in the outlets. I want to know if it's a bag that's made specifically for the outlets or if it was a bag that was in the boutiques and they've just kind of been pushing out that inventory. Don't be afraid to get your phone out and start Googling the bag you're looking at to make sure you're getting a good price. Be sure that the bag that you're looking at is what you really want because like many of the other luxury designer boutiques, the outlets are the same and that their return policies aren't great. So make sure that you really want the bag that you're purchasing. Number 6, make sure you're okay with not having the latest and greatest item from a collection. So many of the designer outlets have a policy that if you can find an item on their website, you can't find it in the outlet. For example, I saw plenty of Gucci belts at the Gucci outlet, but I didn't see a single Marmont belt. Actually, I didn't see any Gucci Marmont pieces, and while I'm not a fan of the Gucci Marmont line, it was noticeably missing for the outlets. So when you're going to the luxury outlets, you just have to keep in mind, you're not gonna find the current season pieces. And if that's what you're looking for and you're just looking to save some money on the current collection pieces, I highly recommend you check out the pre-love market instead because you'll be a lot happier with what you find. The outlets are for bags that are past season or they make bags specifically for the outlets. So just keep that in mind when you're going to the luxury outlets. Number 7, know who the outlets are for. If you're someone that is just looking to add different luxury pieces to their collection and you're not really picky with the exact pieces of what they are, then the luxury outlets are for you. I find it's much better to go into the outlets thinking that, I'm looking for a black bag or a nude bag or a wallet on chain or a crossbody versus having a specific item in mind. If you go in with an open mind, but just kind of having some specific guidelines of what you're looking for, I think you'll have a much more enjoyable experience at the luxury outlets, and you have a much better chance of finding something that fits what you're looking for. My first luxury pieces came from the luxury outlets in Florence, Italy. I've been really happy with all the pieces that I got from there, and they've really held up over time. When you're shopping the outlets, you just have to keep your expectations in check and know that no, you're not going to be getting the latest and greatest bags, but you're going to be getting quality pieces from these designers. And the price points, while they're not going to be cheap, they are still going to be less expensive than what you would buy for a bag from these designers in a traditional boutique. What you should also know about these bags is they're a great way for you to test the waters with a specific designer without jumping in with a larger investment. I've been really happy with all of the luxury pieces I picked up from the designer outlets. Have you purchased a luxury bag from an outlet or would you consider it? Please let me know down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I'd love to have you here. Until the next video, bye!